Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is in Nevada County, California. It's 3 acres, and there's little roads in the area, and there's lots of trees and nice houses and just ranches. People have horses, people have chickens, people have goats. They've got a country lifestyle going on. So let's take a look at this property and see if this is the right one for you. So we're here in RealVacantLand.com. And I'm asking $59,000 for this one. It's in Nevada County, California. Nevada County, let's look at the map here. I'll show you a map of where we're at. Let's zoom out. Here's the property, but let's zoom out and then we'll zoom in. So just down to the south, let's turn a different map on. We've got Sacramento here down to the south. The property's up here. So the 49 comes up north out of Auburn going to Grass Valley. Grass Valley's a artist community, and seems to be more and more popular all the time. They've got spectacular schools, so if you're looking to raise kids, if you've got kids, you want to get them into the schools. They've got some really good, outstanding schools in this area. Lake of the Pines, so just go up past that, up the 49. This 49 corridor is pretty hot. Hardly stuff's not staying on the market for very long. And this property isn't very far away from the 49 corridor. And so you would go off probably Lime Kiln Road, I would guess. Lime Kiln Road. And then from there, I would take Wolf Drive. If you take Wolf Drive to the end, you get to this property. And Wolf Drive goes up here. The map says it does this, but in reality, the easement follows this lot line to the property. So the last little bit is an easement. You'd have to build a driveway for the last little bit. Or you could come around Old Pond Lane. If you kept going out Lime Kiln Road and came down Old Pond Lane, there's a little road called Bluegill Place. And Bluegill Place, this is not right on this map either. It follows the lot lines. So this Bluegill Place, it's got like a no trespassing sign and stuff, but there's a legal road going through here. And it looks like the neighbors planted some trees in the road, and the power line goes down this road. It's a platted road. You've got legal access to use this road. It goes along these two neighboring lots, or 3 neighboring lots to this property. So the power line's at the bottom. I'm saying the bottom is the west side of the property is the bottom in my point of view. Let's turn on the satellite imagery, because there's a little bit of a hill here. So this is the bottom of the hill, and this is the top of the hill. Top of the hill is coming off of Wolf Drive, and up here along next to this house, there's an easement along the property border coming off of Wolf Drive extending to the property. So there's access from the top of the hill, there's access from the bottom of the hill. And I believe we can go look at this from a couple different directions. So this would be, turned one degree to the right, 2 degrees to the right, so north is south and south is north. You can see the road in this picture. You can see this is the Bluegill Lane. Oh, it's shown over here on the map, but this is Old Pond Place, and it comes down here. If you follow these power lines, there's a easement that comes along here to this property. This property hasn't been used. These easements, things were created in the 50s and stuff, and the people living over here just started using it for parking and stuff. But you'd have to tell them, hey, it's my easement, and get in there. If you want to drive in straight this way, you could probably just walk through there for the tour. The easement on the top of the hill is going to extend off of this property line between these houses going to Wolf Drive over here. So I'll show you that in another map as well. Yeah, so here's the Bluegill Place going down here, following the power line to the property. So there's a power line at the property. There's a bunch of trees. It's this whole area in here. The map moves around a little bit when you spin it. So here we're back to north is north and south is south. So you can't see the road at this angle for whatever reason, but just the trees are in the way. So right there at the break of the trees and the power line is the road going to the bottom of the hill version of the property. I'll zoom out a little bit and show you where we're at. So here's the Old Pond Place. Going back this way and around. And then there's Wolf Drive coming in the top. So you can hit it from there or from here to get to the property. 3 acres, a bunch of trees, a little rolling hill. And there's the 49 corridor. To the north is Grass Valley. To the south is, Auburn, and then you can take the 80 from there into Sacramento. So we're back to the website. I've got a checkout link on the website if you want to go for it. There's a buy it now button, and it asks for $500 down. And that's just deposit to hold the property while we go to title and start handing in paperwork to the title company to get it transferred over. Tax is $196 a year. So I can sign off on this one, sign it over. There's a couple different names on the deed, a couple different companies. It's not that big of a deal to sign it over. Okay, so here's the different map I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can get this a little bit bigger. This is it's bouncing around on me. So here's a plat map of the property, and let's see if I can change this around a little bit. Okay, so this was the original split. Well, the guy owned this property. This is the parent property. This row right here. Down at the bottom, you've got the old pond place. And so when he made these properties, I think the same guy also owned over here too. So the parent property was on this side. But he put a road in here when he split it off. And since then, power lines have come through. And so this road is here. It's a access easement for the power company, and it's a ingress egress easement for the property owner here to cross these 3 properties to the south of it to get out to Old Pond Place. So you've got legal platted access through here. You've also got deeded access at the top of the hill coming off of Wolf Drive, which is it follows these lines. And then Wolf Drive comes to the top of the hill, and then you've got deeded access across this neighbor's property. So it follows the border of this property. I believe it's a 15-foot easement that follows the northern boundary of his property over to the northeasternmost corner of your property. It's not on this plat map, but I've got paperwork from it, dug it up in the records. It was in the late 50s that was recorded. I got the surveyor's information and the survey lines and everything of it going through here. At least this side. It might be on the other side of the property line too. The way Wolf Drive is going, it's on both sides on this map. Yeah, so I believe this property has been split into this neighbor. Where is it? This neighbor right over my head here. I believe this property has been split up since this map. Okay, so I'm on Zillow. I pulled up Zillow. Let's get my head out of the way here. And so we have the area Alta Sierra neighborhoods over here, Cherry Creek over here. That means this neighborhood is in here. This is the area of the property. We've got a 3-acre property. If we zoom in on the area of the property, I'll find the Lime Kiln Road. There's our Lime Kiln Road. Old Pond Lane, Wolf Drive. Okay, here we go. So the property is right here. Here's Bluegill Place. So we're zooming in on the map. Here is the property on Zillow. So here's Zillow. Zillow's got it right here. And it's showing Wolf Drive coming in and goes to the corner of these properties. Then this Wolf Drive could be extended following the lot line to this property, and then you're into the property. Or you could come around the bottom side, Old Pond Lane, up Bluegill Place to get to the property. And looking at prices in the area, that's why I pull up Zillow's, because they've got prices on a map. Here's $150,000 for I'm not sure what, 6 acres. That's a lot more than the $59,000 I'm asking for my 3 acres. 475, 400. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, so I got it set to 2 acres plus. Let's make it any size. Any size, vacant. Well, this is homes and land. Let's just do land. So just land, any size in the area. Here's something over here for $62,000. That's a little bit more expensive price-wise than my 3 acres, and they've got just under 1 acre. So I've got 3 times the size of the land, and they've got a little bit higher price. $150,000 is the next one. If we zoom out some more and we look at prices, here's a 75, here's a 22. The 22 starts getting over into Alta Sierra neighborhood, and you get some really steep properties in there. I just sold one in that neighborhood for like 15 grand, so that was the cheapest in the market in that neighborhood. So Alta Sierra neighborhood, you get some cheaper ones, but if you're outside of the Alta Sierra neighborhood and you look at the area, this is the cheapest of this size anywhere by a good margin in the area that I can figure, without going after some of these steeper ones in Alta Sierra neighborhood. So if you are interested in this property, please go take a look at it. Go to the website. I've got a link down below in the description. It'll take you back to my website, and it's ruralvacantland.com, and the link will take you straight to this page where you can see the maps, and there's GPS coordinates down below. We've got county GIS coordinates or GIS information. There's a plat map of the property, but we've got GPS coordinates. So in the description, go to the GPS coordinates and click on that in your cell phone, and that'll give you driving directions to go to the property and take a look at it. But use the 2 maps, use the maps I've been showing you so you can access it, try to access it, walk in there from either side and take a look at it. If you want to go for it, there's the buy it now button. It's this blue button up here on the screen, and I can't aim that far over there. Here we go, right here. So it's this blue button on the screen, and it'll ask you to put down $500, and it's just a deposit till we go figure out how to do the paperwork. We'll go to title company and have the title company do the paperwork. Then you can use financing and bank money later on to build and stuff. Or if you want to use credit cards, debit cards, cashier's check, cash, other means to pay, let me know as well. We can do that and skip some of the closing costs if you wanted to. But I'd recommend this dollar size. We go through the title company. Yeah, so that's the basics to the property. Thanks for your interest. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I got some pictures on here from the past. I'm not sure if they're, let me see. I had a picture guy go over there and take some pictures. So here's some pictures of the property. I don't think the pictures are really showing up on there. I'll try to get the pictures on there. Yes, but thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. If you want to see more presentations about vacant land like this, please hit subscribe and follow along. Keep coming up with the cheapest land in the area, and hopefully this is the right one for you. Thanks. Bye.